Minnesota's most watched station. This is WCCO 4 News.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Ashley Roberts. Anglers all over the state are hitting the lakes today for the Minnesota fishing opener. Once one of the most popular spots around, Lake Mille Lacs saw far fewer people on the water than in years past. That's because of new regulations put in place by the Department of Natural Resources. While those new rules are good for the struggling walleye population, it's not great for businesses in the area. Kate Raditz is live at Twin Pines Resort in Garrison on Lake Mille Lacs. Kate, what are people out there saying about the fishing?
Well, Ashley.
And Kate, I see that you are bundled up out there. What about the cold weather? Is it having any sort of impact up there?
Yeah, I don't know if you could.
All right, good deal. Thanks so much, Kate. Another popular spot for the fishing opener is Bald Eagle Lake in Ramsey County. The DNR was on hand today to provide information and advice for a successful first day. Central Region Fisheries Manager Brad Parsons said people braved the cold weather to get an early start.
Commend people.
There are about 1.4 million licensed anglers in Minnesota. The DNR says they expect around 500,000 people to come out and fish today. And things are looking really chilly out there right now, Molly, but the good news, warmer weather is on the way.
That's right, it's looking good.
All right, thanks so much, Molly. A woman is dead after she was stabbed multiple times in Eden Prairie. It happened around 10:30 this morning at a house on Park Circle. When police arrived, they found a 23-year-old woman with stab wounds. She later died at Hennepin County Medical Center. The suspect, 30-year-old Yevgeny Savanok, turned himself in to police in St. Paul this afternoon. But he wasn't alone. He had 2 young children with him. Police think Savanok was married to the victim and that the children are theirs. Police are still investigating what happened. One person is in jail after deputies in southeastern Minnesota found the remains of a woman early this morning. The investigation started last night near Lewiston. The Winona County Sheriff's Office received a tip that led them on a search for the woman. Just after midnight, deputies found her body in a wooded area east of town. The Sheriff's Office says they've arrested one person for second-degree homicide, but the suspect has not been charged. Today, the search continues for a University of Minnesota student who disappeared 3 days ago. 20-year-old David Miller was last seen leaving his dorm Tuesday night around 9 o'clock. The sophomore biochemistry major didn't show up for a final exam on Wednesday. Last night, the community gathered for a prayer vigil in Miller's hometown of St. Peter. His family is stunned by his disappearance. At the U of M campus, boat, helicopter, and canine searches turned up empty. Police say at this point there is no indication of foul play. Well, if given the chance to save a life, most of us would do what we could to help. For Jeff Marion, that meant donating a kidney for his friend Linda. That gesture would end up saving 2 lives and also mark the beginning of friendships more than 1,000 miles away. Rachel Slavic explains how an organ exchange program changed 4 lives. And Jeff and Tyler say they don't have any lasting health issues after donating a kidney. Linda and Judy both tell us they feel healthy and grateful. To learn more about the Parent Exchange program, we have a link for you on our website, WCCO.com. A blood drive at a local church today had a deeper meaning for some. Why one Twin Cities police officer decided it was the perfect way to say thanks. And they seem like healthy choices, but some labels at the grocery store can be deceiving. What to watch out for when picking the right foods to match your diet. A blood drive is a Twin Cities police officer's way of giving back after nearly losing her own life. 1 year ago, Eagan Police Sergeant Danielle Ainzelment went in for a scheduled C-section to give birth to her 5th child. Her blood pressure plummeted, her heart rate increased, and she lost so much blood she needed enough to replenish her body 3 times. She pulled through and doctors called it a miracle. Today, people lined up at Hope Lutheran Church in Hastings to donate blood. Sergeant Ainzelment was one of them with her son Parker close by.
I have always given.
The blood drive started at 9 o'clock this morning and ran until 3. We have more information for you on how to donate blood at WCCO.com/links. From heart healthy to low-fat labels, many foods appear to be healthy options, but nutritionists warn that's not always the case. Morley Hall reports.
Cut back on processed foods.
Dietitians also say to look out for foods that have added fiber because that doesn't always make it healthier. Google is hiring drivers, but if everything goes as planned, they'll never have to actually drive. The drivers will be used to help pilot Google's self-driving cars. Google wants to test the cars out on roads in Phoenix and needs people willing to sit behind the steering wheel for 6 to 8 hours per day. The drivers will need to be able to take over control of the car if necessary and type 40 words a minute to send detailed reports to Google engineers. The company will reportedly pay $20 an hour and sign drivers to contracts ranging from 12 to 24 months. A new Gallup poll finds millennials are costing the U.S. economy more than $376 billion a year. The data showed that between 2008 and 2015, the economy lost about $949 million per day because of a decline, in spending by 18 to 34-year-olds. According to the poll, the Great Recession is to blame. Despite the cold weather, a lot of people were out and about today. Here's a look at Mill Ruins Park in Minneapolis, where segways were the popular way to get around out there. And you see people out there having a good time, even though it's chilly, they're still out and about. 70's looking really good. Thanks, Molly. Coming up, can the Twins finally break their latest losing streak? And the Lynx are back to try and do what they've done, win another title. The journey starts. Mike Max will have more next in sports. Hmong Americans in Minnesota are celebrating today. Today is Hmong American Day, and part of the festivities included a community picnic at Minnehaha Park this afternoon. In addition to free lunch, the picnic included break dancers and other fun activities. Today's celebration honors the contributions the Hmong people have made to the United States and encourages Hmong and non-Hmong Americans to recognize their shared history. What I love the most about Minnesotans, no matter the weather, hot or cold, they're still out and about just enjoying the day.
We have no choice.
We're tough here. We can take it. Hey, we just have to get through one.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Molly. Thanks so much for joining us. See you back here tonight at 10.